Hi kindergarten friends, it's Mrs. Kearney. I hope you're all doing well. I have a book this week about a duck again. This one is called Lemon the Duck, and it's about a duckling that was hatched in a teacher's classroom close by in Portsmouth, Rhode Island. The teacher hatched ducks in the class, and Lemon was born a little different than the other ducklings. And the teacher and the kids in the class work together to figure out how to help Lemon. My kids love this story. It's one of our favorites, but we can't find it right now. We've looked everywhere, so we are actually going to do this story online. So the title of our book is Lemon the Duck. The author is Laura Bachman. Do you remember what an author does? Yeah, they write the story. The author writes the story. So Laura Bachman is actually the teacher who hatched these ducklings in her classroom.
Oh, hit the button so you don't have to.
And the illustrator is Lawrence Clayett Merle. Do you remember what the illustrator does? The illustrator draws the pictures, and the pictures in the story are so good. Lemon the Duck. Richard was the first to hear the soft peeping sounds. Then the rest of the class heard it too. It was coming from the incubator in Miss Lake's class. So what did Richard hear first? Yes, he heard the peeping sounds. He heard beep, 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 and they were coming from the incubator. The incubator is what you put eggs in to keep them warm. For 28 days, the machine had carefully warmed and turned 4 eggs. Now the children could hear the ducklings peeping inside the eggs, as if to say, "I'm ready to come out." The students had been studying oviparous animals, egg layers. Can you see the picture of those ducklings starting to hatch? The ducklings worked and rested and worked some more until finally they burst out of the eggs. There lay 4 ducklings, small and wet, squeaking softly. The children squealed with glee. I have my Colleen with me here today to help. I'm going to ask my friends first and then ask you. Friends, how did the children feel when those ducklings hatched? Colleen?
Excited.
They were excited and so happy. Yeah, it said they squealed with glee. They were saying, ooh, they were so excited. And glee means happiness, so they were so happy. You can go, sorry. There are the ducklings. All day, Miss Lake students watched in wonder as the 4 newborns became dry, frisky, peeping balls of fluff. The children named them Peaches, Lemon, Daisy, and Chip Chip. So our story, we said, is going to mostly be about Lemon. Do you have a guess of why they named this one Lemon? Colleen, do you?
Because it's yellow like a lemon.
That's what I would guess. It's yellow like a lemon. Good job. It soon became clear that Lemon, we were right, named for her soft yellow down that reminded Miss Lake of her grandmother's lemon meringue pie, was different. She had a tuft of white on her head, but that wasn't the only thing that set her apart. "Miss Lake, what's wrong with Lemon?" Myra asked. "She doesn't stand like the others. She doesn't stretch out her neck." Miss Lake called Dr. Bill the vet. "Lemon may need a little more time to get her land legs," Dr. Bill said. Over the next few weeks, the ducklings were fed and loved by Miss Lake's class. Soon, white pin feathers began to poke out of the ducks' soft down. They were growing up. Can you see here, friends? This is what it means. See the little bit of white, the white feathers are starting to come. They're going from having their soft little downy feathers as ducklings to getting real big duck feathers. Little web feet slapped against the floor as the ducklings waddled and flapped and followed the children around the room. But Lemon still could not stand or walk. Every time she tried, she tumbled over. So here are the other 3 ducklings, and they're walking around, and Lemon still isn't able to walk. What your duck has, Dr. Bill explained, is a balance problem. Not much can be done for this, he said sadly. You can help her get stronger, but she'll always need extra special care. When the other 3 ducklings were old enough, they went to live on Mr. Webb's farm. Miss Lake adopted Lemon and brought her to school every day. Miss Lake and her students did just what the vet ordered. They gave Lemon extra special care. So those 3 ducklings, the other 3 ducklings, went to live on a farm. And Miss Lake kept Lemon because Lemon needed some extra care. So Miss Lake and the children in the classroom helped her and gave her the special care she needed. Before school each morning, Miss Lake placed Lemon in a baby stroller and took her for walks around the neighborhood. As the sky loomed over her, Lemon stretched her neck out to get a better look. She watched the birds flitter from tree to tree or perch on a wire. When Miss Lake and Lemon got closer to the river, Lemon wagged her tail feathers at the sight of water. Lemon loved her nightly bath. She strengthened her muscles while she swam in the tub. Her waterproof feathers trapped air like a built-in floaty. Her bones were hollow and light. This made her a natural swimmer. So here she is. When she sees water, she feels excited because she's a duck and they love to swim. And at night, she gets to go in the little tub and she gets to swim around and get stronger and stronger. Miss Lake often took Lemon to see her feathered siblings at the farm. Peaches, Daisy, and Chip Chip would waddle over to Lemon and quack a friendly greeting. But they would quickly lose interest in Lemon because she couldn't muck around in the grass like all ducks love to do. How do you think Lemon feels that she can't go with her brothers and sisters? Yeah, there's even a clue the illustrator gave us. There's a tear on Lemon's eye. She feels sad. She feels so excited to see them, but she wants to stay with them and do things that the other ducks are doing. At school, the children took turns carrying Lemon in a basket. They fed her by hand and gave her oodles of love. Lemon would bark loudly as they left for lunch, and when they returned, she'd quack excitedly as if to say, "Welcome back." When they say bark, that's a funny word to use in there. She would quack and make a quacking noise. At recess, Lemon snoozed on the grass as the students surrounded her with treats. Each of the children's bottoms would be in the air as they searched in the grass or under rocks and logs for worms to give Lemon. They take such good care of her, don't they? She can't go and look for all those things herself, so they go and find it for her. Nathaniel showed the others how to feed her. Hold the worm by Lemon's tail, he'd instruct. Miss Lake says Lemon needs to practice touching her oil gland so she can get stronger and waterproof herself. It will keep her dry in the water. One day, during circle time, Richard asked, "Miss Lake, how can we help Lemon stand up?" "Maybe we can all think of some ideas," she replied. So guess what they're going to do? I think they're going to brainstorm ways to help Lemon stand up. The next day, Leo brought in balloons from his sister's birthday party. Miss Lake carefully tied them to each end of a towel and made a sling to hold Lemon up. But Lemon was too heavy, and she popped the balloons through their beak. "How do you get a duck to stand up?" asked Leo. That was a good try, wasn't it, friends? He was thinking that maybe the balloons would pick up the blanket and that would help pick up Lemon. Day after day, the students tried new ideas, but nothing worked. So they're brainstorming. They tried putting her in a little, it looks like a basket with wheels, a walker. And then they tried propping her up on pillows, but it wasn't working for Lemon. Then one weekend, when Holly was helping her parents clean the garage, she spotted a life vest they had once used for her dog when they went on a boat trip. She thought to herself as she got an idea. On Monday morning, Holly brought the vest into school and whispered something in Miss Lake's ear. Miss Lake then slid Lemon's legs through the holes of the doggy vest, zipped it up, and grasped the straps as she let the duck's feet touch the floor. Lemon then let out a boisterous quack. Everyone stopped what they were doing to see what the noise was all about. "Lemon standing up!" yelled Myra. Friends, how do the kiddos in this class feel when they see Lemon standing up? Colleen, what do you think?
Excited.
Excited and really happy, you're right. And friends, why did Lemon quack when she was able to stand up? Colleen?
He was maybe excited that he could stand up.
So excited. He let the kids know how excited he was by letting out a noisy quack. It was true. When the children held the handles of the vest, they could help her stand and walk. When it was time for Lemon to eat, or when she was hanging out at recess or on the rug in the classroom, the vest was attached to a stand so that Lemon could move around on her own. So here she is. If they were with her and she was moving, they could just hold the vest. But then they would let her move around on her own. They would hook her up to this, hook the bag up to this, and she could move on her own, which is making her so happy. Lemon was one happy duck. She craned her neck to see everything happening around her. She mucked around in the grass like all ducks love to do. She was able to find her own worms at recess. She threw out her chest and quacked as if to say, "Look at me!" Richard's look of happiness turned to one of worry. "Miss Lake, does this mean Lemon will leave us to go live on Mr. Webb's farm?" "She will stay here, and we will love her and keep her healthy and safe," Miss Lake reassured the students. "Lemon will always need us." Does Lemon look super happy, friends? And the kids in the class were super happy too. They get to keep Lemon and help take care of Lemon, but they get to see Lemon walk and do the things that she really wanted to do. Just then, Holly ran up to Miss Lake and whispered another idea. The next day at recess, Richard was the first to hear the chorus of quacking. So Richard could hear quack, 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 quack. Then the rest of the class heard it too. Mr. Webb had brought Peaches, Daisy, and Chip Chip to school for a visit. The three ducks waddled over to Lemon, who stood proudly in the sling designed by her friends. There, the four ducks stood together, looking for treats and mucking around in the grass, like all ducks love to do. So friends, at the end of the story, what did Lemon get to do that she wanted to do the whole time? Colleen?
Stand up.
She got to stand up, but in the end, what did she get to do with the other ducks, her brothers and sisters?
She got to play with them.
She did. She got to muck around in the grass and look for things in the grass just like she had wanted to do. The students watched, happy to know that now their extra special friend with extra special needs could be part of both flocks, and they wouldn't have to say goodbye. The end. All right, friends. I hope you love that as much as we do at our house. I'm going to give this back to you, Mal. I'm going to come over to here. All right, friends, we are going to do, I put this, Mal, can you just scoot over for 1 second? Why don't you go over there, Molly, so Colleen can do this stuff here, okay? Friends, I sent this with your grown-ups. Sent this to your grown-ups with the email for the week, the newsletter. This is a brain break. You roll the dice and see what brain break to do. So you guys can do this now. You can do it while you're working on the videos that I sent you. You can do this if you're working on your teacher's work. You can do this at any time. We're also going to do it just as a brain break, and then we're going to do it as a direction following kind of brain break. So let's do it first. So I'll hold this. Colleen, just roll 1 to start, babe. Colleen is going to roll the dice.
6.
Okay, she got a 6. So let's match that up to the 6, friends. Which dice here is the 6? Well, here's the 6 on the bottom. Colleen, what does it say to do?
Run in place.
All right, so Colleen is going to do the first brain break, just one direction. Can you stand up and run in place? Good job. All right, she's running in place. Good job. So her brain break was run in place. Let's do one more with just 1, okay? Okay, she got number, what number is that, friends? 2. So let's match it on here. 1, 2. So this one is, ooh, Colleen, this one's trickier. 15 sit-ups. All right, how about we'll have you do 5 so they don't have to watch the whole thing. 1, 2. All right, friends. So if you do it, you're gonna do, sorry, did I say 5? Go ahead. 3, 4, 5. Good job. 15's a lot. That's a lot. She's tired after that one. All right, now we're going to do it the way you can do it, direction following. So she's going to roll 2 dice. And how about it doesn't really matter which we do first. Go ahead, roll those. Okay, so she got this one and this one. So she got number 6. Can you put it on the ground, Mom?
Oh, sorry.
And number 5. So let's see. So 5 says, touch your toes. Oh, actually, 6 is first. 6 says, run in place. 5 says, touch your toes. So your grown-up is going to give you the directions like this. All right, Colleen, ready? First, you're going to run in place, then touch your toes. So first, run in place, and then touch your toes. Let's see, friends, you can do it at home first if you want. First, run in place, then touch your toes. All right, let's see if you did what Colleen's going to do. Good job. She ran in place and then she touched her toes. Or tried. She's not super flexible. All right, friends. So that you have this in your packet. You can either print it out or you can just follow, open it up on the computer and follow it along there. The other thing I wanted to do with you, friends, is some riddles. So riddles, you have to take the clues and figure out what I'm talking about. So I'm going to ask you a couple. I'll ask you and you can think of the answer, and then Colleen will give us the answer and see if you got the same thing. Okay? Ready? Okay. All right, friends. This is what you might find inside of an egg on an Easter egg hunt. So Easter seems like a long time ago, but it's still a spring thing. So what might you find in an egg on an Easter egg hunt?
Candy.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost 20 minutes. I just want to read.
Okay, thanks. Good job. You could find candy. Good job. That's what my kids hope to find in the Easter eggs when they do an Easter egg hunt. Let's see. Oh, here's a good one. This would be good for today. It's a rainy day. You wear these on a rainy day to keep your feet dry. Colleen?
Rain boots.
Rain boots. Good job. My kids love their rainbows. They like to do a lot of puddle hopping. All right. Here's another one. This is a little green creature that hops around and lives in a pond. I'll give you another one. And it says ribbit, ribbit. Colleen?
A frog.
A frog. Good job. It was a frog. Good job, friends. If you said frog, you were right. Here's another. We'll do one more of these. Oh, this is a little tricky. All right. This is something that holds the water that you can pour on plants to help them grow. So what holds the water that you pour on plants to help them grow? Colleen?
Watering can?
Yeah, watering can. Good job. We sometimes use a gallon jug, but... All right. Good job, friends. And I am going to show you one more thing down. Actually, I'll do this in the next one so it doesn't get too long. So friends, I'd love you to go on the newsletter and do the different activities that I sent for you to do to keep up those language skills. I miss you guys. I hope you're doing well. And I will be back to do Lemon the Duck again. Bye.
Bye.